कभी कुछ फैमिली सिर्फ फिल्में नहीं बनाती, लेगेसी बनाती है। एक ऐसी लेगेसी जिसके हर फ्रेम में कहानियां होती है और उन कहानियों के पीछे होता है इमोशंस, सोल, नजरिया, जज्बा और जुनून। बॉलीवुड के गोल्डन एरा में जब सिनेमा एक सपना हुआ करता था, उस दौरान 3 ऐसे नाम थे, चेतन आनंद, देव आनंद और विजय आनंद, जिन्होंने इन सिनेमा के सपनों में रंग भर दिया। उनकी मूवीज जैसे कि गाइड, हकीकत, जॉनी मेरा नाम, नीचा नगर, ये एक ऐसी मूवीज थी जिन्होंने उस दौर में लोगों का नजरिया, पर्सपेक्टिव पूरी तरीके से बदल दिया। और आज हम अपने अनहर्ड टेल्स पॉडकास्ट के स्पेशल एपिसोड में हम अपने गेस्ट चेतन आनंद जी से बात करने वाले हैं, जो कि चेतन आनंद जी के बेटे और देवानंद जी के भतीजे हैं। इनसे आज हम बात करने वाले हैं और आज हमें पता चलने वाला है कि किस तरह से आनंद फैमिली के लेगेसी ने इस सिनेमा वर्ल्ड को एक नया पर्सपेक्टिव दिया, एक नया नजरिया दिया और क्या कुछ नहीं कंट्रीब्यूट किया है। सो स्टे ट्यून टू वॉच मोर अबाउट दिस पॉडकास्ट। हम सब जानते हैं देवानंद जी को, जिन्होंने मतलब इमेंसिवली ही हैज कंट्रीब्यूटेड टू इंडियन सिनेमास। इसकी शुरुआत हुई कब?
One day some juice वाला had told him कि तेरे चेहरे पर एक नूर है,
अच्छा,
और तेरा चेहरा तेरे को कहीं ले जाएगा जिंदगी में। तो that struck him कि मैं एक्टर बनूंगा यार।
How did Navketan Films came into being?
Dev Anand had already started working in films, and it's much easier to make a progress. And here was an intellectual who won a Cannes Film Festival award, but अपने देश में उसकी फिल्म नहीं चली। He was a guy that, hello, he could nod his hand and people would say, now Shah Rukh can do this and this is a gift.
That makes him very distinct.
That's a gift. And it is not everybody's cup of tea. Not every star has it. You know, there's very few people, and that is why I say legends don't that, because these are the people who become legends. The only thing is they must treat it as a gift. You see, it's very difficult to take success. You can take failure and go on fighting. But success is another monster.
तो ये जो मूवीज आप बनाते थे अंडर नवकेतन, वो सिर्फ कहानियां नहीं होती थी, उसके अंदर काफी सारे आई वुड से स्पिरिचुअल कनेक्ट होता था, एक इनर मीनिंग होती थी। तो वो कैसे कंट्रीब्यूट होता था?
ग्रेट स्टोरी टेलिंग एंड just mechanical storytelling. This is something AI won't be able to do.
Correct.
You bring in your own personal experiences into your storytelling. Like, how do you know about Ramji? Vivek, this was Valmiki who wrote about him. He poured his heart out to tell the story of this king of Ayodhya. राजकुमार का डायलॉग है ना हिंदुस्तान की कसम में, इस जवान की कसम जवाब देने आऊंगा, हिंदुस्तान की कसम. So Navketan started making films and giving breaks to people. So the three brothers came together step by step. Ziddi was a hit, I think, in 1948. And he said, भाई जी, आप बाहर के प्रोड्यूसर से क्यों ताल्लुक रख लो, मैं हूँ ना. So the two brothers got together and formed a company called Navketan, which is named after me.
Yeah.
Which is why now I feel it's a responsibility for me to carry the legacy forward.
Yeah.
And this was Gandhi's nation. You don't go around making war films. But my father took a chance. He got an intro to Pratap Singh Kairon, who said, why do you want to make the film? He says, because I want to tell the truth about what happened in 62. So he said, तेरा चेहरा मैनू पसंद आया, जा कितना चाहिए. And so he named a figure, he wrote one check and said, जा, पर सिर्फ मेरा सुन और कि नेहरू का सुन और किसी का ना सुन, जा बना. That's how हकीकत happened.
I see that happiness in you, ना, आप इतने खुश रहते हो, and I think ये सेम जो खुशी जो है वो हमेशा देवानंद जी के चेहरे पे भी
Because
हमेशा
that's
देखा
the
है.
child in me. This uncle used to always come and he was always laughing and he used to call me Kumki because my pet name is Kumki. Kumkaninas, you know, he always Dev Saab style, you know. And then he would tweak my nose like this, not pinch my cheek.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a phrase at that time, he used to call everybody Gusha guy. So he used to tweak my nose and say, tu mera Gusha guy hai, Gusha guy. And I used to be saying, I like this uncle. You know?
Upcoming अभी आपके कौन-कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं?
And I have a pet subject, which is my Aakhri Khat and my Masoom, which means my hero is just a 9-year-old boy. Yamam Duchi Mojid. I
And
create a
from-
character called Sab Kuch.
So केतन आनंद जी, वेलकम ऑन माय शो। सो मैं जानना चाहूँगी, क्योंकि आप आनंद फैमिली से आते हैं जहाँ की एक लेगेसी क्रिएट किया आपके पापा ने, आपके चाचा जी ने, और हम सब जानते हैं देवानंद जी को, जिन्होंने मतलब इमेंसिवली ही हैज कंट्रीब्यूटेड टू इंडियन सिनेमास। तो इसकी शुरुआत हुई कब और कहाँ से शुरुआत हुई है आनंद फैमिली की?
शुरुआत तो बहुत पहले हो गई थी। When my father came to Mumbai in 1945, 46. He had written a script. He was at that time, he had just got married and he was teaching in Doon School.
Oh.
Yeah, he became a teacher first. They used to do plays in All India Radio and all earlier in Lahore, because Lahore was still a part of India at that time. And then they decided to shift to Dehradun, where Doon School, a very famous Doon School, existed. And he was the Hindi, English teacher and a tennis coach. And he had started, along with the principal of that school, an amphitheater they had dug up with the help of the students and created a theater for plays to take place. So he was also the drama teacher. And from there he got more and more interested in this new language of cinema. So from there he started writing. He was a great writer. He used to write scripts.
Oh.
From radio plays, it's natural, you go on to. So he wrote a script which he sent to Fani Mozumdar in Mumbai, who was very famous. So Fani Mozumdar sent for him, and that's how he decided, along with his wife, my mother, to move to Mumbai. And I think that was also one of the influences on his younger brother Dev, who'd already, in his own mind, he was a great fan of Ashok Kumar's. And one day some juice wala had told him कि तेरे चेहरे पर एक नूर है
अच्छा।
और तेरा चेहरा तेरे को कहीं ले जाएगा जिंदगी में। तो that struck him कि मैं एक्टर बनूंगा यार। So he'd made up his mind that this is my destiny, because he tried to get into the Navy and failed.
Okay.
He also wanted to go to, he had been to Lahore University, he also wanted to go to England like my father had been sent. But at that time my grandfather was going through a difficult time. He was a lawyer. And they had got involved with Gandhiji in the Satyagraha movement, and they had gone to jail and all that. So they were hard times. So that's the time when Dev decided that time to hit the road. And he was very, very fond of his mother, and she was a very sick person. She had TB and things, so he used to look after her. So again his blessing came from his mother कि बेटा normally माँ सेवा करती है बच्चों की, लेकिन तूने माँ की इतनी सेवा की है, ज़रूर तेरे लिए कुछ बहुत बड़ी डेस्टिनी है. So these two predictions made him say, चलो let's go to Bombay, बड़ा भाई है उधर, तो हाँ एक्टर बनूंगा.
Okay.
So he came at that time. So my father was not successful in the script that he had written, but Fani Mozumdar told him that you're a handsome man, why do you want to write? So he cast him in a film with Nargis, opposite Nargis. At that time Nargis was new. But that film ultimately never got made. So in the end my father got together with some people. They were struggling, they were all staying together. His brother Dev was also with him. My mom was there. Little Vijay Anand was growing up. He was only 11 or 12 years old at that time. And this whole bundle was living in a place in Pali Hill, struggling with great ideas. And so my father and we were pushing hard towards our independence. At that time, my father got together with a man called Hayatullah Ansari, who was a writer. And they made a film along with a theatre group called the Pirzada Group, titled Neecha Nadar, in
Neecha
which
Nadar.
Kamini Kaushal's first film, Kamini Kaushal was introduced in that. The other role was my mother's. And so that film went on to become an award-winning film, the first Asian film after the war, the first Cannes Film Festival where it won a Grand Prix.
Yeah.
So he became famously known internationally,
Correct.
not so known in India as much.
India.
But he was always somebody who people revered because he was a great filmmaker. Satyajit Ray got influenced by him and wrote saying, I'm leaving my job because I've been influenced by Chetan Anand's Neecha Nagar, that I want to become a filmmaker. So he had actually offered my mother the role of Pathar Panchali.
अच्छा.
She refused. She said, "No, I'm with my husband. I want to back him." And I have. By then, my brother was also the 2 children too. So thank you, Manikda. And the rest is history. In the meantime, you know what happened. Dev Saab took his chances at Prabhat Studio.
Correct.
Just barged in
Correct.
and said, "आप सुना है actors लेना चाहते हो?"
Just buzzed in.
And that man laughed. And Dev Saab also laughed. He had a very infectious laugh. And that laughter got him his first job. And that's how his career started.
And how did Navketan, films came into being? Because that
Okay.
was also in the era of 1946 when
Yeah, so
it
now
was
what
formed.
happened was that Dev Anand had already started working in films as an actor. And it's much easier to make a progress. And here was an intellectual who had won a Cannes Film Festival award. But अपने देश में उसकी फिल्म नहीं चली थी. They weren't bothered about freedom struggle. वो freedom struggle automatically चल रहा था already. France was very fascinated, so they gave him an award. Nehru was still struggling towards this thing. He was close to Mountbatten, and Mountbatten called him, and they saw the film because the British couldn't accept the fact that France had given such a big award to a film. But they liked the film,
Okay.
because they had this image that we are fair in what you have to say about us. And it was told very allegorically.
Yeah.
So this young Chetan has made a lovely film, release it all over India.
Okay.
And the distributor said, "अरे जी इसमें गाने नहीं हम क्यों रिलीज करें?"
I think उन जमाने में शायद गानों का बहुत महत्व हुआ करता था. The songs used to be too many songs, and
They
songs
managed
used to show emotions.
They managed to shoot 2-3 songs which came in the beginning of the film, but the film was too serious. In the meantime, Dev Saab had acted in 1 or 2 films, but suddenly he acted opposite Kamini Kaushan in a film called Ziddi.
Okay.
That became a hit.
Okay.
That was Dev Anand's first hit. And after that, Dev Anand got a little pocket money. So he came to his brother who was trying to form a company. This was in 1949. Ziddi was a hit, I think, in 1948. And he says, "भाई जी, आप बाहर के प्रोड्यूसर से क्यों ताल्लुक रख लो? मैं हूँ ना." So the 2 brothers got together and formed a company called Navketan, which is named after me.
Yeah.
Which is why now I feel it's a responsibility for me to carry the legacy forward.
Yeah. Correct. Because we saw in families where you have 3 brothers, taking up the creative side of it. Was there like any conflict at that time for having those such creative minds? कैसी मतलब दोस्ती थी? कैसे
No,
मतलब
see,
handle
it
करते
was
थे
a
इन
very closely knit family. They lived all together, and in दोनों में, because of the post-independence, they all lived together. They were from the villages, from the smaller towns. They'd come to this huge city of Bombay. It was called Bombay in those days. There was no Gujarat at that time. इनका लंगर लगता था. Ravi Shankar, Ustad Ali Akbar Khan, K.A. Abbas, Balraj Sani, great names, Guru, that Dev Saab's favorite friend from his Prabhat Studio days. And each had promised the other कि तू बनेगा तो मैं तेरे को काम दूंगा, which ultimately Dev gave to his friend Guru Dutt. So the second film in Navketan was by Guru Dutt. So Navketan started making films and giving breaks to people. So the 3 brothers came together step by step. First these 2 brothers started.
And then
Then they brought on Guru Dutt.
Okay.
Raj Khosla had come to become a singer. He became a friend of Dev's when he was working in the censor office. Dev introduced him to Guru Dutt. ऐसे तो singer नहीं बन सकता तो assistant तो बन जा इसका. So he became an assistant with Guru Dutt and went on to become a huge director in his own right. So Navketan gave newcomers all the time.
Can you name some newcomers who made a crucial
Kalpana
role?
Karthik, Kamini Kaushal, gave break to Ravi Shankar as a music director, gave break to Ali Akbar Khan Saab as a director in Andhiyan, gave break to Guru Dutt, gave break to Raj Khosla got his own break, but he was Guru Dutt's assistant.
I think Amjad Khan also came from
much later, but we gave about more than 80% of the industry was given by Navketan to the market. From fight masters to lyric writers to music director. Jaydev इसी घर में लेटा रहता था.
और आपके घर की भी मतलब कई सारी कहानियां हैं. मतलब it has also been like mentioned in Frank Capra's biography
Yeah,
about this.
he came
oh.
here and visited us here,
Mhm.
and he was very taken up by the way we were making films. He came to one of the sets, I think it was Bazi or someone, and he said, the conditions that you people are shooting in, I wouldn't touch the thing. You know, we are so sophisticated compared to you. They said, well, this is how we work. And he says, it's amazing how you work. You're doing damn good work according to how you work. You know, he was very impressed. So they became friends. And every year at Christmas time, my father would receive a
Wow.
greeting from Frank Capra.
Oh.
Remembering you, Chetan, love.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. And I think I would like to ask one question on behalf of maybe audience, because we are talking about the heritage significance of your bungalow. So, उन ज़माने में कैसा होता था? Like the ideas of filmmaking, either discussing about making a film, writing a script, or acting. Was it discussed on the dining table
No,
of your house,
they
or
used to
was
go
there?
on, but my father was a very private man. He used to write most of his scripts during the early period. He would wake up at about 3:30 in the morning and sit down and write till about 6 in the morning. Then he'd go back to sleep again. And his little brother Vijay Anand used to peep over his shoulder and watch him writing. And sometimes he would suggest, because he was very good in Hindi also. So my father would turn him to, यहाँ क्या love आना चाहिए. So he would mention, and Goldie's gone on on interview saying this about this. So he would say something and Dad would write that down. So he would feel, I've contributed. Now here was the younger brother who was about 11, 12. My mother almost treated him like a third son. He was her elder son. I was the second and my younger brother was. So he grew up with a very rich mind of my mother, who was a very highly tuned
Intellectual.
person, who was an intellectual, came from a Brahmin background family, turned into a Christian, this thing. Her father was a educationist, a philosopher, and had been the teacher in the college. So my father actually married his professor's daughter.
Wow.
He didn't have the guts to propose to her. He sent the ring through Devanand, his chota bhai. Jata tha tu usko ring de de. So it was like that, you know. So they were close.
Yeah.
But my mother was the one that convinced my father that ये Stanislavski actor नहीं है. They were all Balraj Sani, ये वो, they were all Stanislavski. She said, Chetan, your younger brother is a star. Accept it. So then they made a film called Taxi Driver,
Yeah.
and that was Navketan's big hit.
Yeah.
And they went on to become Dev. He was a guy that, hello, he could nod his hand and people would say, now Shah Rukh can do this, and this is a gift.
That makes him very distinct. Like for other actors, they have to say dialogues and the other stuff. I think for them,
Yeah,
gestures was
this
enough.
kind of a relationship that an actor or a story writer has with the collective consciousness, that's a gift. And it is not everybody's cup of tea. Not every star has it. You know, there's very few people, and that is why I say legends on that, because these are the people who become legends. The only thing is they must treat it as a gift. You see, it's very difficult to take success. You can take failure and go on fighting. But success is another monster.
Correct.
It isolates you, you know. It makes you come to a point where you don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you are in awe of something which is a gift, you know. And so a strange relationship starts between you and the audience.
And the audience.
And that's a dance. You dance with them, you know. And
And
as long as it's a dance, it's on.
And how did you feel growing in your younger days between such a surrounding where there was so much of creativity, everybody, you know, growing up, there's so much of fame, success. How
Made
did
no
you feel
difference.
then?
We were family.
कुछ अलग
He was
नहीं
Dev
लगता था.
uncle, he was dad, he was Goldie uncle.
तो उस समय इंस्पिरेशंस क्या रहते होंगे कि
No,
आप देख रहे हो तो
actually my mother
क्या बनना
was
चाहते थे
more
तब?
keen on me being like her father, go into the field of education, and so I was sent off to Mayo College. From there I went to St. Stephen's College to study how to become a member of the IAS or the Foreign Service. So I was studying for that. And in St. Stephen's College you have ragging. They were picking on me because they knew who I was. I didn't realize who I was. Dada, Devanand ka bhatija aaya, let's rag him. Suddenly a tall guy came And he said, "Fresher, come here."
Uh,
So I went, really scared. "Yes, sir." He says, "My name is Kabir Bedi, but I don't want to rag you. I run the Shakespeare Society. If you want to become an actor, I know your background. I'll save you from the ragging." I said, "Please, sir, I'll become a member." And so I joined the Shakespeare Society, and that year they won the best award for the best play, and I got the best actor award.
what I wanted to know is, जब आप ऐसे environment में you talk, आपने beautifully वो बताया कि सक्सेस को संभालना बहुत मुश्किल होता
बहुत
है,
मुश्किल।
बहुत ही मुश्किल होता है, और वैसे में हमने देखा
Look
तो
what happened to Rajesh Khanna.
yeah.
Huh? He would have been a total legend in his own time. He was for a few years, right?
Mhm.
First film was Aakhri Khat, my father's. Again, he got his break through my father.
So Rajesh Khanna got a break from your dad.
Aakhri Khat, yeah. After Hakikat,
Okay.
he got a break with Chetan Anand. My father always wanted new people.
Hmm.
And when he became a big hit, Dad was not working with him. People used to come to him, "Chetan साहब, आपका हीरो, आप इसके काम क्यों करते हैं?" "I don't work with stars.
Hmm.
I work with actors. जब उसको ज़रूरत पड़ेगी वो वापस आएगा." And he did come back towards the end of his career. They made a film called Kudrat together.
Ah.
What a beautiful film that was. So my father was like that. He was very eccentric. He lived by his own rules. We come from what is called the Ottawa School of Filmmaking. We're organic.
Yeah.
We sometimes write our scripts. Sometimes we just shoot, and let the editing take care of itself. So it's hard, depending on the subject you're making.
बहुत अलग अलग चीजें देखने को मिली विद द कॉम्बिनेशन द थ्री ब्रदर्स हैड, द घराना आई वुड से, कि सबकी जो रीच थी वो अलग थी. अब देवानंद साहब जी का एक्टिंग अच्छा था. अब विजय आनंद जी के बारे में बात करें तो उनको सिनेमेटोग्राफी के लिए काफी मतलब चर्चित रहते थे वो, like the way he has
Vijay
shot
Anand
the
was more tuned into the craft of filmmaking.
craft of filmmaking. I think जो गाइड के गाने थे उसकी जो
Sirf wo nahi, right from the
cinematic
beginning of his career, right from Nodo Gyara, which was his first film, he had a great balance between the kind of cinema and drama, sense of drama and scripting that my father had, and the demand of the modern times and his brother's stardom. So he created an extraordinary balance between these two things, and he became a master storyteller in the sense that he was his own editor also, and he would write scripts for his editing table. His scripts are all measured. He was a perfect. Actually, I consider him my guru.
Oh.
He taught me more about filmmaking than even my father did. My father was drama, and I had to look up to him because he was dad. But Goldie Mama and Goldie Chacha and me, we were like friends.
And then it becomes easier to learn.
Yeah, so I learned everything from him, right from scripting to storytelling to editing to post-production to sound effects. So much so that I don't think in words when I think of my scripts. I see the whole picture. I visualize. I see pictures as I'm thinking.
When we talk about movies like Guide, Jewel Thief या जॉनी मेरा नाम, ये सारे मूवीज को अगर आप सच में देखो तो ये जो मूवीज आप बनाते थे अंडर नवकेतन, वो सिर्फ कहानियां नहीं होती थी, उसके अंदर काफी सारे आई वुड से स्पिरिचुअल कनेक्ट होता था, एक इनर मीनिंग होती थी. तो वो कैसे कंट्रीब्यूट होता था, वो जो एसेंस है मूवी का, वो ऐसे सेंट्रलाइज्ड टू स्पिरिचुअलिटी कैसे रहती थी?
This is something that makes all the difference between great storytelling and just mechanical storytelling. This is something AI won't be able to do.
Correct.
You bring in your own personal experiences into your storytelling. Like, how do you know about Ramji? This was Valmiki who wrote about him. He poured his heart out to tell the story of this king of Ayodhya, a prince of Ayodhya.
Yeah.
Tulsidas ji is a great scholar.
Had he not
How do you know about
him?
Mahabharata if Ved Vyas hadn't written about him? These are the great storytellers of our country. They should be deified. They are the people who created these heroes. Otherwise, there's a Devi in you and there's a Dev in me. This is what I'm going to say about Dev. I'm doing a series on him. Therefore, I'm looking for the Dev in the man, not the man in the Dev.
Correct.
No?
Correct.
That's where we became spiritual. Both our grandfathers were like this, philosophers. Dadaji was a man who was a criminal lawyer, but his hobby was to study the root of all languages. So he knew all the classical languages.
Wow.
And he went right into the Vedas, and he went into Greek, and he went into Greek philosophy and Latin philosophy, and Chinese philosophy, and you name it. Because he was trying to find the ultimate link. Where did language begin from?
Where did language begin?
Begin from. हर आदमी का एक होता है. That was his hobby. I mean, he most probably ended up with the Saptarishis. I don't know. But he used to try and teach me all these things when I was a kid. And then his youngest son, Vijayanand, he was very inclined towards spirituality, and I picked it up from him.
So you picked
I
it up
went
from
in,
him.
but I went on to do Vipassana also with Gwenkaji. I found him a very profound teacher. I think he was an arhant, and
I
that is
agree
one
with
of
it.
it changed my life. And then 4 years I was with Rajneesh Osho, with Mr. Vijayanand, and I learned a lot from him because he was a very, very deep man, very learned and very deep in his knowledge. And then, of course, we used to listen to the great Jai
Jai
Krishnamurti.
Krishnamurti.
Yeah.
So when did this inclination of spiritual inclination come to your life? Like what was your age then, and
I
how
think
did it all
these are
start?
certain things are inborn. They say karmic hota hai. It could be because I find that a lot of times when I am moving or when I'm right about something, it is something that happens. It's not something that I make it happen. The I is missing over there. Something is happening and it surprises you. Now, this element was present in each one of the brothers. They were always in this state of learning. They were, especially Dev Saab, that he never got rid of the child in him.
Correct.
He was always, I'm learning. All his interviews he says
He
this,
said,
I'm
"I'm
learning.
learning, I'm
Simi ke
learning."
saath, Simi, I'm learning. Look at the questions you're asking me. So this constant state of learning and never lose the child in you.
Correct.
Because that child in you is always the purer side of you,
Correct.
the innocent side of you. बच्चा सवाल बहुत पूछेगा innocence में, but he may ask the question not even wanting an answer.
और ऐसा ही बोला जाता है ना, जब आप सवाल पूछते हो तभी तो आप चीजों की खोज करते हो, तभी तो नई चीजें बनती है. If you stop asking questions, तो नई चीजें बनेंगी नहीं. You're
Yeah.
accepting the thing
Yeah.
which is given to you without even
Yeah.
questioning it कि वो सही है या गलत है.
Yeah.
तो चीज़ें पता ही नहीं चलेगी कि इन डेप्थ वो चीज़ें हैं, होती कैसी है, कैसे होती है. तो ये जो आपकी पूरी लेगेसी है, पूरा घराना है, आप लोगों ने पूरा एस्टैब्लिश किया, इतने सारे मूवीज़ बनाए, इतनी सारी कहानियाँ हैं, उनमें से कोई ऐसा वाकया आपको याद है जो आप अपने बचपन का शेयर करना चाहोगे?
Oh, it's very difficult to say because my
Something
my
which changed,
childhood was
which
very.
made you, I mean, something which made you what you are today.
I had a very happy childhood because even though my parents, they were very mature human beings. As far as both me and my brother, they ultimately they separated, but they never fought in front of us. So we always got love from them. Then when they did separate for a certain period of time, I was sent to my grandparents, and there you was the philosopher Nana Nani, and grandparents love their grandchildren. I got love from there also. So I grew up in this love. So when I saw something that, wow, there's no love in this world. Where's love gone? So my search was, why is love got lost? That was my question. Even today I ask that question. Because I'm full of love. Dharamji was full of love. Yeah. Huh? Look at him, bless his soul. Huh?
Correct. And this reminds me of asking another question, because I also came to know that Dharamji also got his first break from
No, I don't think Hakikat was not his first break, but it was one of his earlier films. Hakikat had many firsts because
And how did
it was
you
very raw. It was a film that was India's first war film, and this was Gandhi's nation. You don't go around making war films, but my father took a chance. He got an intro to Pratap Singh Kairon, who said, why do you want to make the film? He says, because I want to tell the truth about what happened in 62. So he said, तेरा चेहरा मैनू पसंद आया, जा कितना चाहिए. And so he named a figure, he wrote one check and said, जा, पर सिर्फ मेरा सुन और नेहरू का सुन और किसी का ना सुन, जा बना के. That's how Hakikat happened.
And Hakikat, to be honest, is one of the movies which is still shown in army, when people join army,
They still
they
think
still
it's the
see
best
that movie as the best movie
because it's an
during the
anti-war
training.
film.
Yeah.
It also told you that it's a human drama where human beings are pitted against the severest conditions. Because I've been shooting for Paramveer Chakra, I know what that's like when you're lack of oxygen. I went up all the way to Changla. I've been all the way to Pangong Sao, where all this Pangong Lake thing took place. Beautiful location, but very hostile, very cold, very hard. And when you're a soldier up there and you have to live there throughout the year, it's a miserable life.
My brother
Our
is right
boys
now
are,
there.
our boys are very tough. I take my hats off to them. They are wonderful, and they lead from the front.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about the Indian soldier is leads from the front. और इंडियन सोल्जर रिवेंज नहीं लेता, जवाब देता है। राजकुमार का डायलॉग है ना हिंदुस्तान की कसम में, इस जवान की कसम जवाब देने आऊंगा हिंदुस्तान की कसम।
Correct.
हाँ।
I see that happiness in you, ना आप इतने खुश रहते हो, and I think ये सेम जो खुशी जो है वो हमेशा देवानंद जी के चेहरे पे भी
Because
हमेशा
that's the
देखा है।
child in me.
That's the child in you.
Yeah, he ingrained it. I was his favorite nephew. See, when you're a little kid, all your aunties come to pinch your cheek. Oh, kinna sweet, I know. I believe I was quite a cute kid. So, when I used to see an auntie coming, I used to run.
So there is
Hide
a
under
nice
the.
story of you with Meena Kumari as well, right?
That I'll come to that. But this uncle used to always come and he was always laughing and he used to call me Kumki because my pet name is Kumki. Kumkaninas, he always Dev Saab style, And then he would tweak my nose like this, not pinch my cheek. And he had a phrase at that time, he used to call everybody Gusha guy. So he used to tweak my nose and say, Tu mera Gusha guy hai, Gusha guy. And I used to be little saying, I like this uncle. I fell in love with this man. Because he had this big eyes and this lovely smile. And I said, अरे ऐसे ही रहना चाहिए जिंदगी में. And he named his company after me. तो आज मैं उसके लिए कर रहा हूँ, मैं बना रहा हूँ सीरीज उसके लिए.
ये अब यहाँ पे मैं एक चीज़ पूछना चाहूँगी कि अभी अगर हम यंगर जनरेशन्स को देखें तो जो यंग जनरेशन है, पहले तो हमने डिप्रेशन या ऐसी शब्द हमने सुनी नहीं होती थी, एंग्जाइटी क्या होती है. अभी आप देखो तो यंग बंदा भी कहता है मुझे डिप्रेशन हो गया, एंग्जाइटी हो गया, ये हो गया. खुश रहना जैसे लोग भूल गए हैं. तो आप उनको क्या कहना चाहोगे? आपको देख के मुझे खुद इतनी खुशी हो रही है, इतना अच्छा लग रहा है कि जिंदगी शायद ऐसे जीनी चाहिए. तो कहाँ लोग गलत हो जा रहे हैं?
हाँ, मेन चीज है कि डोंट लुक फॉर हैप्पीनेस इन अ मशीन. यू आर अ विपश्यना स्टूडेंट. Okay. That which breeds is alive. Your plants breed. Life breeds. AI can't breathe.
Correct.
It's not alive. It's a mechanical intelligence. It cannot give you that warmth. It can talk about love, but you can't find love through an AI.
Correct.
You find love because it's your birthright. You were born out of love. The love of a creation says, I love to be. Huh? And it is. Isn't that wonderful?
Correct. And that is very well said, because AI और चीज़ें जैसे आ रही है वो शायद आपको अच्छे लफ्ज़ लिख के दे दे प्यार के बारे में, लव के बारे में, but that compassion which comes even without words is actually getting lost. So I would also request that you should learn from him, you should learn from the legacy of our country and also people around you, even in your family, that कैसे हम उस जिंदा दिल जो कहते हैं ना, जिंदा दिल आपके जो नेचर है उसको कैसे आप महसूस कर सकते हो, उसको जी सकते हो, इंस्टेड ऑफ लुकिंग फॉर सम लव ऑन अ मशीन और ऑन मोबाइल. तो बहुत अच्छी बात जो आपने बताई, और आई थिंक धीरे धीरे मतलब गुम होता जा रहा है.
इट्स अ सिंपल थिंग. जब मैं आपसे हाथ मिलाता हूँ तो एक एनर्जी मेरे अंदर से आपके अंदर जाती है, आपकी एनर्जी एक मीट करती है, तो टू पीपल मीट ना.
करेक्ट.
यू कांट डू दैट विद अ मशीन.
करेक्ट.
हाउ कैन यू? दिस इज एन एडिक्शन, दीज थिंग्स, इट्स फन.
पर अब तो ऐसा हो गया, मैं बताऊं आपको, कि दो लोग जब चैट कर रहे होते हैं, व्हाट्सएप कर रहे होते हैं, काफी सारे इमोशंस शेयर कर लेते हैं, पर वही आदमी जब सामने आ जाता है तो लफ्ज ही नहीं होती बोलने के लिए.
Because you've been communicating and falling in love with an image.
करेक्ट.
आप एक तस्वीर देख रहे हो ना, वो हमारा काम है यार. It's called suspended disbelief. What do you think a storyteller's job is as far as cinema is concerned? What is the language of cinema? The language of cinema is the moving image synchronized with sound. That's magic.
Correct.
Because that's going beyond what even life gives you. You can see a flash of lightning and hear the sound at the same time. 19 and a half frames ahead of 24 frames a second, your normal speed, and you see that la la la, you get the dramatic effect, right?
Correct.
That's the magic of cinema. That's suspended disbelief. That you can't find inside.
Your mobile.
So you're looking at an image. That image can't reach out to you and say, "Hi, baby." Keep your child alive and learn to feel each other through through your breath, through your touch. That is why I say bring romance back. Because romance में ये बातें हैं, एक वाइब्रेशन एक्सचेंज होती है.
Correct.
आप वॉक के लिए जाओ, दोस्ती बढ़ाओ, you know, share a moment together. Then you can do what the hell you want, take off your clothes or whatever the hell you want to do. But before that, there is a little dance that must take place.
I can see that romanticism in you, which used to be there in your uncle as well, and he was known for it. Like
I'm an
he was
Anand.
always, he was, yes, I can see that.
Yeah.
So he used to have that style, you know, वो ऐसे white कपड़े पहनना, different तरह के clothes होते थे उनके.
Yeah.
We have never seen him wearing a dhoti or like that.
He
तो
normally
वो-
did not.
वो क्या अलग था उनमें?
I don't know. He created his own style. You
He was very popular for his
because
glamour, right?
because somewhere he didn't copy anybody. See, Raj Kapoor definitely had strains of Charlie Chaplin in him. The Footpathia, Avara Hoon, you know, and Shri 420. They loved him in Russia, you know. Yusuf Bhai was Brando. बड़ी अफसोस की बात है, you know. Dev Anand, there was there. He had his collars up and he was nodding away. He was very shy in the beginning, but he kept that child alive.
And then I think we also know that when he also died, he died also in style.
Sitting like this, full uniform, scarf, jacket, getting ready to go for dinner in his hotel for London में. और आई थिंक ये शाम का समय था जो अभी है. और उसने अपने बेटे को कहा, सुनील ब्रिंग मी माई आई ड्रॉप, बिकॉज देव साहब ऑलवेज लाइक टू लिटिल शाइन इन हिज आईज. क्योंकि वो ऐसे बैठा रहता था, लेकिन जब उसको एक्शन में जाना था ना, टक ही टू जस्ट वेक अप लाइक दिस एज इफ,
Okay.
हाँ, यू नो, दैट एनर्जी वुड कम इन,
Okay.
that energy which I call Dev. The man would suddenly become the Dev and say, hello, you know, and whoa, you couldn't resist him then. And Sunil went to get his eye drops and came back and he was just staring into space, gone. And he always said that, I live like this, I'll go like this.
That's
But
right.
strange, his father died exactly like that.
His father
Sitting
died
up,
exactly
staring into space, yeah.
like- Oh.
He'd come walking from his walk, he sat down. एक छोटी सी बच्ची थी जो उसके लिए दूध वो ये वो लाती थी. तो इसका बच्चे, एक काम कर, बाजार से चमन के अंगूर ले आ आज मेरे लिए, जा.
चमन के अंगूर क्या होते हैं?
ओ वही तो भागी भागी गई. तो बाबूजी चमन दे अंगूर की ओन देने, भागी भागी आए. दैट मीन्स ग्रेप्स ऑफ हेवन ना, चमन दे अंगूर.
अच्छा.
He knew he was dying. He didn't want her to witness his death. So these are great people, yeah.
So they know exactly
एक
when they're going
प्रीमोनिशन
to
आ
die.
जाता है उन लोगों को, क्या पता क्या होता है. हमारा समय आएगा तो हमको क्या मालूम क्या होने वाला है. But till then, keep alive. Do vipassana. Vipassana means inside, looking inside. Pashna means to see in Pali. Vi means inside. So it is the meditation of insight.
And I think this is not just talking about you know, spirituality or something, but this was very well seen in the movies which were then produced by Navketan production, because जितनी भी movies होती थी, it used to show not only stories या कहानियाँ नहीं होती थी, उसमें एक journey दिखाई जाती थी, which was more getting the outer world travel to the inner life, you know, inner self.
Yeah.
And हर एक मूवी वैसे ही एंड होती थी, एक अच्छी इंस्पिरेशनल आउटकम मिलती थी. और अभी अगर हम मूवीज देखें या कोई भी मूवी देखें तो द पैटर्न हैज चेंज्ड. बहुत सारी मूवीज ऐसी होती है कि वो थ्रिलर के नाम पे there's too much of negativity, you know,
You
seen
see,
in it.
at the moment, you see what your planet is going through.
You don't get, you know, feeling of getting light after seeing the movie, but you
Because everything influences everything in this universe. Okay, that's why we look towards the mystical, because you're not something that is separate. So the human species is not something that is separate. We are a very destructive species because of our stupidity. If we could only understand that you're connected to everything, you are the stuff the stars are made of, you know, then you will realize it's stupid to go to war. Because your war today is not guns, battles, and swords.
Correct.
You are hurling heat, missiles. You are destroying everything in this path. That is collateral damage. You're hurting the earth. This earth is alive. You're killing her. You're not killing each other.
Mm.
Are you so stupid? Give the earth back its forests.
Correct.
Give it back its greenery. Give
And
it
with
back its life.
एंड विद दैट आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू बिकॉज आपने मुंबई को बहुत पहले से देखा है, तो तब की मुंबई में और अभी की मुंबई में आपको क्या डिफरेंट लगता है?
The city is a bloody dirt bag right now. It's junk. It's full of potholes. There's dust in the air. There's pollution. I don't like the city anymore. I just don't like it.
अगर हम मूवीज की बात करें तो मूवी हमेशा ऐसे बनाई जाती थी, तब ऐसे बनाई जाती थी कि वो सोसाइटी की एक 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 कंडीशन को दिखाती थी, उसको कैसे सुधारा जाए वो भी दिखाया जाता था उसमें। जैसे कि आप अगर नीचा नगर मूवी के बारे में बात करें तो दे वेल पोर्ट्रेड द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द हैव एंड हैव नॉट्स के बारे में क्लियरली उसमें बताया गया। तो फिल्म मेकिंग का कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन होता है सोसाइटी को चेंज करने में, या फिर उसको मतलब क्या अभी अगर वैसी मूवीज बनाई जाए, मीनिंगफुल मूवी बनाई
See, I refuse to believe that cinema doesn't affect the audience. And especially today, okay, the theatrical thing is at least reflected, but now it's become digital, so it has also become direct. So now, that thing called suspended disbelief keeps you in that mold. It influences you whether you like it or not because your subconscious is picking it up. Look how influenced you are by this little phone. You're watching those images. You go into your own suspended disbelief. You feel you're in love with somebody when you're not. You've never met the person and you're swearing all sorts of allegiances to that person. And when you meet that person, may turn out to be a good encounter, but may turn out to be a horrific experience. So you're leaving yourself exposed without realizing that you're chasing fiction.
डू यू थिंक फिल्म मेकिंग, एज आई सेड व्हाट आई वांटेड टू आस्क, कि पहले जो फिल्म मेकिंग होती थी वो एक एजेंडा से बनाई जाती थी कि वो एक सोसाइटी में एक बदलाव लाए, उस चेंज को लाए। और जो हमने देखा कि आनंद फैमिली ने हमेशा वैसी मूवीज बनाई जिन्होंने सोसाइटी में एक चेंज या बदलाव लाने को दिखाया है। अभी की जो फिल्म मेकिंग हो रही है वो अगर मैं कहूँ तो शायद सिर्फ कमर्शियल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बनाई जाती है, ना कि सोसाइटी को में चेंज चाहते हो या ऐसा। तो उसके लिए आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे, फिल्म मेकिंग में कितना चेंज आया है अभी के दौरान?
See, there's a difference in the times also. Our people, they were the pioneers. They were growing up. They were building a new India. So they've come out of a system of slavery. First the Mughal rule, then the Mughals merged with us, then the British rule. So we were coming out of very dark areas. So we were wanting to build towards a hope. Now everything is settled. Everybody's chasing only money or images on the screen.
Correct.
Okay. Love has vanished. People talk about love, they don't know love. Love is not something you get. Love is something you give.
Correct.
That is why my Devanand series is called Ye Dil Baante Mo, not Ye Dil Mange Mo.
कि दिल बांटे मोह।
बांटे मो, देव साहब बांटते थे। बांटना सीखो। जब तक तुम दोगे नहीं तो मिलेगा क्या? You even go to a temple or a mosque and say दे।
करेक्ट।
कितना लोग हैं?
आई थिंक लोगों के पास एक
कुछ
लिमिट
देना भी तो सीख।
एंड आई थिंक वो कहते हैं ना, आपके पास पैसे अगर बहुत ज्यादा आ भी जाए तो उसके बाद उन पैसों से जो आप खाओगे वो तो एक लिमिटेड ही भूख लगेगी या एक लिमिटेड चीजें ही आप पहनोगे। उसके बियॉन्ड के जो पैसे होते हैं वो सिर्फ आप चाहत रखते हो, बट उसका कुछ आप एक्चुअली रियलाइज नहीं कर पाते हो उसको। धीरे-धीरे ये लाइक यू ग्रो।
After all, how do you realize something if you're not affectionate about something? You must be affectionate about each other. You must be affectionate about life.
Correct.
If you see a little doggy and you throw it a little breadcrumb, it will come wagging and it will become affectionate.
Correct.
So you fall in love with that little animal. Why can't you be like that? Why should you always be on guard? Why should be always wanting to see whether I trust this person or don't? Where did this mistrust come from? because your goals, question your goals. What are your goals?
Who do you think is responsible for this like getting vanished or this legacy not
Human
going forward?
stupidity.
Human stupidity.
Yeah, human beings must grow up. Realize who you are. You are life, you are creativity, you are the stuff the stars are made of. You are the universe. Can't you accept that? Why is it so difficult? If you're born a Devi, why can't you realize you're a Devi? You meet people like that.
Like, if you have to suggest the audience, what are the three, I would say, rituals or तीन ऐसी चीजें जो वो कर सकते हैं to realize yourself? What is the most important thing people can do to, be what you are?
I will always recommend what our great rishis always said: meditate. Not on something, but meditate on what you are. Now, how do you start there? With a simple thing. You are alive. What keeps you alive? Your breath. Vipassana. Just follow your breath. कुछ करना प्राणायाम वाणायाम नहीं करने का. Just follow your breath. Your breath will teach you how things move in life. And your breath will keep changing as your moods change. Then you realize breath is connected to my moods.
Correct.
When you're angry, you have one breath. When you're passionate, you have one breath. When you're sorrowful, you have one breath. When you're petrified, you have one breath. And when you're equanimous, as they say, then breathing is very soft and slow.
Wow.
Then from there you go into body sensations. From body sensations you go into the elemental dance. And you realize you're nothing but a whole vibration. You're a vibrational thing.
Correct.
That's why the words came when people were tripping in those days. Hey, baby, you got the vibes, man. It's the vibrations of the universe.
And that's what अभी की जो young generation उन्होंने ये vibe वाली चीज तो ले ली, but
अरे
they
वाइब वो
actually
वाइब्रेट
do
करो
not
ना तो फिर पता
realize the
चलेगा वाइब क्या
vibration.
होता है. लर्न टू डांस, नॉट जिगटका वो पीटी करते हैं. लर्न टू डांस विद लाइफ.
एंड विद दिस मैं चाहूंगी कि आप कुछ और कहानियां भी बताइए उस टाइम पे, उस दौरान में, मतलब क्या क्या चीजें आपने और देखी while
मैं
this
तो अभी
legacy
तक
was
देखते
getting
जा रहा हूँ.
while this legacy
I'm
was
also
getting
like my
formed.
uncle. I'm still learning. I'm learning about this generation.
Mhm.
I'm learning about how corporates work,
Mhm.
and I'm sick because I don't like the way they work. They keep making you run around making all your PPTs and these Excel files. I'm going to make a film called The Excel Files. Horrors of the Excel file.
I think if you make this movie, it will be very much appreciated by the people working in IT,
Yeah.
क्योंकि उनकी जीवन ही वो सिर्फ स्लाइड्स और एक्सेल के बाहर नहीं निकल पा रही है.
Well, they made Kerala files and Bengal files and all. I'll make Excel files.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
तो ये जो legacy है आनंद family की जो legacy है, how do you think is it going to go forward, and what message do you
मैं
have?
बैठा हूँ ना, जब
अच्छा.
तक जिंदा हूँ, I'll tell you, it is not the family who must take it forward.
Mhm.
Just like you have in the world of music a gharana.
Mhm.
I personally feel that Anand family legacy is a gharana.
Mhm.
Okay, just like the Kapoor family is a gharana.
Correct.
Okay, same thing now. Later, at the later stage, it was the Chopra's.
Correct.
But the two main families that triggered off these gharanas, one is the Kapoors and the other is Anand's.
Correct.
Now, this gharana does not necessarily mean the progeny must continue.
Correct.
They must, or we must, create an atmosphere or a platform where this gharana continues, like your famous music gharanas do. So today somebody can turn around and tell me, "अरे मैं शाम 84 घराने का हूँ." That's 700 years old.
Correct.
Why can't this tradition of cinema, this extraordinary language of today, continue for this kind of a period? Then you can look back and say, "अरे चेतन देव आनंद थे यार अपने टाइम पे,
Mhm.
और विजय आनंद था एक यार, और उसके बाद गुरुदत्त आया और राज खोसला आया,
Mhm.
और शेखर कपूर भी निकल आया बीच में यार."
Correct.
हाँ, और ये केतन आनंद बोल रहा है, मेरी भी सुन लेना. लेकिन my whole idea is to promote a gharana.
And how did you get into your movie? Which was your first movie?
My first film was a very beautiful film. It was my first baby steps. I was the associate producer and assistant director in a film called Heer Ranja.
Heer Ranja.
The entire film was made in poetry.
Mhm.
And it was my father's first color film.
Wow.
So right from day one, I banged right into the color mold and poetry and drama. I mean, I remember Rajkumar who was used to doing his own dialogues. The first day, my father gave him the most difficult dialogue. 36 retakes took place.
36 retakes.
Yeah, because he couldn't improvise the dialogue. Na, वो शायरी है. Finally, he got it. Then I remember standing at the gate. Johnny, ये किस genius के पल्ले में फंस गए हम. So,
And I also read somewhere that you also enacted in Fantus, you and
we were
your
little kids
brother.
waving away. I got
Waving
a
away.
cameo to do in Hare Ram Hare Krishna.
Okay,
I was assisting my uncle Vijay Anand in a very beautiful film called Tere Mere Sapne.
okay.
Dev Anand, Mumtaz, and Hema Malini. And I used to give the clap and write the continuity and all that. And Dev Sahab, while listening, he says, "Okay, kya kar raha tu?" In those days, I had long hair because of hippie season and all was there. I said, film direction seek raha hu. No, you can't learn about direction unless you learn what it means to be an actor. Your father was an actor, your uncle is an actor. Tu aaja mere saath, acting kar. चलता हूँ. So he took me to Hare Ram Hare Krishna, where I did a small cameo as one of Zenith Aman's hippie friends.
Okay,
So that was a great experience.
okay.
So I worked with all the three brothers. Heer Ranja with my father, associate producer, director, assistant director with Vijay Anand, actor with Dev Anand, and then finally Vijay Anand gave me a film to direct under the banner of Navketan called Hum Rahe Na Hum. Before that, I had made a film already called Tutti Khilone
Yeah, to
with
take
Shekhar
around.
Kapoor and Shabana
Yeah,
Azmi.
yeah.
That we had ventured off on our own.
Correct.
That had nothing to do with the Anands.
And then you also created that petrol pump movie, which was the last gift from your dad, right?
That's a play he had written, and we were trying to make it into a film script. And I liked it so much, so he gifted that to me. So I'll make it.
So you
And
you
yeah,
are still yet
it's a
to
very
make.
beautiful subject. But again, it's got mystical aspects to it.
That is your
I'll
upcoming
go
project.
mystical in every one of my films. Every one of them.
Wow.
Without fail. Because you must see the other side.
Yes,
Because
correct,
the other side is not really the other side. It's your real side.
correct.
You see? So just like now, I'll give you an example. Just like you have the language of cinema, which is that you synchronize sound and film and it goes click. So the same thing in spirituality is when your inner world synchronizes with the outer world, and then you have just a singularity consciousness. There's no I and you and we, there is.
Correct.
And that is Samadhi.
And that is what is actually shown in
That is
all
what
the movies
Vipassana
from.
shows you. Yeah, that is when
That
you.
is what, correct. That is correctly said, that is what we see in Vipassana, because I am also a Vipassana meditator, and that is exactly which was there in those movies as well. But मैं कुछ और भी मतलब आपसे जानना चाहूँगी कि आप जब ऐसे इन्वायरमेंट में होते हो, जब आपकी फैमिली में इतनी क्रिएटिविटी है, तो लाइक यू सेड इट वाज वेरी इजी टू पिक एंड लर्न एंड गो on the go you learn things.
Yeah.
But there are certain people who do not know about it, but they are somehow struggling to get where you are.
No,
They
see,
don't get
now
surrounding.
you have, you see, the old system was either you went abroad and studied because they had schools in cinema making, or you worked in what we worked into condition called the school of hard knocks. Kaam kar ra seekh. And the more films you saw, the more films you interacted with, the more you picked up.
Correct.
And then try to make it your own, because your own personal experience must come into your storytelling. You can't just take somebody's story. Even if you take somebody else's work, a little bit of you must come in.
So what I was trying to say is कि जब आपको सराउंडिंग मिलती है तो चीजें आप अच्छे से सीख लेते हो, बट जिसके पास वो कंडीशंस नहीं है,
Yeah, आजकल schools हैं
how
ना. Anupam
हैं.
School is there. Taneja was teaching also. Then there's Pune Institute. There are 4-5 schools here also. यहाँ एक आराम नगर में एक स्कूल है. मैं गया था वहाँ लेक्चर देने स्टूडेंट्स को. There your Whistling Woods is there. So many opportunities are there. They're making schools. Madhya Pradesh University has given me an offer to start a school in Bhopal. Yeah, for under my father's name, Chetananand Film School. I'm contemplating that, because you see, when it becomes a proper thing that you're learning, then you have a degree of that.
Correct.
So you must learn.
And that's the better say, I would say, क्योंकि आपको जो करना है आपको सीखना शुरू करना पड़ेगा, because if you don't learn, you don't get to reach where you want to reach. So you will have to go by learning, and then obviously you will have to
Yeah.
look for your path forward to get
Yeah.
in it.
Live with love. Do that, yeah. And the only way you can do it, learn to give, yeah.
Okay.
And then comes the question, what have you got to give?
Yeah.
I've got my life. I've got my love. I've got my heart. Huh? Isn't that enough?
Correct.
That's what my grandfather used to tell me, my Nanaji. He was very British.
Your wives are very
He says,
infectious
young
also.
man, don't only build a bank balance, build your character.
Correct.
Because one day you will find the whole world may be against you, and only your character will work. Not even your bank balance will work. And how true that is.
Correct. And
A fact.
that's a fact, and I think that has been what we have been listening to since our childhood. That is what our grandparents used to tell. That is what our parents used to tell.
Well, listen to the last words of a man called Steve Jobs when he was dying of cancer and all the money in the world couldn't save him. He
Correct.
said, hello. He wished he had met Neem Karoli Baba. He'd come to meet him because his friend had become Baba Ramdas in America.
हाँ.
वो भजन गा रहा था खुशी में और ये आदमी मिलियन करके कह रहा था ये क्या हो गया. But the one idea he got was the apple.
Correct.
Neem Karoli Baba used to bite an apple and pass it around as prasad.
Ah.
So that bite in the apple is Neem Karoli Baba's
Ah.
gift without him gifting to Steve Jobs.
Mm.
Apple, what you're shooting on.
Mm.
Baba ji ki jai ho.
That's a great story. अगर हम आपकी घराना की बात करें, आपकी लेगेसी की बात करें, तो आपके परिवार में, आनंद फैमिली में और कौन-कौन है? क्योंकि अगर हम बात करें तो उस दौरान सिर्फ दो फैमिलीज थी जिन्हें लोग जानते थे. एक कपूर फैमिली जिन्हें लोग अभी भी जानते हैं, शायद काफी सोशल मीडिया में रहते हैं तो लोग जानते हैं. वैसे आनंद फैमिली के लेगेसी में अभी और कौन-कौन है और जिसे ऑडियंस को जानना चाहिए?
देखो, इन तीनों भाइयों के अलावा and people they introduce like Kamini Kaushal, Kalpana Karthik, Guru Dutt, Raj Khosla, and so many people, art directors. MS Satyu got his break. Even Mahmood got his first break in a film called Fantoosh. Other than that, as far as family is concerned, Shekhar Kapoor was given a break by Devana.
Oh.
And look where he is today. And I was given a small cameo in Dev Saab's Hare Ram. I didn't make it in the acting world, but I'm here in the directing world. I've made films. I made a film called Shart, which was a film that I made with Nasiruddin Shah and Shabana Azmi, when Nasir plays a serial killer, what they're doing today.
Yeah.
Only, but my story was meaningful, that an innocent game played in college becomes a game of life and death when they grow up.
Correct.
So it's a serious theme. That went into the Panorama in 8650, IFFI. Then there is Yash Kohli, who was a production manager, became a producer under Navketan. Then there was Harsh Kohli, who also became, Aapki Khatir banai usne, filmein banai. And his son, Purab Kohli, who's a very big actor today, started with Channel V and then went on to become a leading actor. He's even done a role in one of these Matrix films.
Correct.
Shekhar is there, and now Shekhar is launching his daughter.
Oh.
So, हाँ, तो ये होता रहेगा, तो ये तो होगा. And then
तो और कौन-कौन
our
है?
family gave Bhisham Kohli took off on his own. He was the eldest of the Kohli brothers, and he became Vishal Anand. He was the man who gave Bappi Lahiri his first break.
Oh.
Chalte, chalte. Then the second man who picked him up was me. Mana ho tum, Toote Khilone.
Correct.
So Bappi Lahiri is a product of it. Then Goldie picked him up, Hum Rahe Na Hum. And they've heard him and they've got him also.
Correct.
So we used to share like that,
So I meant to also know who else is there in your family right now.
Now there's
leading the
Sohela
film
Kapoor. She's an actress. Family Man, ये वो कितनी फिल्में की हैं उसने.
Ah.
हाँ. And Anand's a little misogynist over there. Didn't like the women working in films. Look at this little girl. She's really struggling. And she's got a show called Anand Hi Anand, which she performs all over India as a stage because it was the 75th anniversary of Navketan last year.
So she's daughter of whom?
She's Shekhar Kapoor's younger sister.
Oh, wow.
And she'll be writing my main script in you know, along
Oh.
with my friend Sarita Chaurasia and one or two others.
Wow.
But scripting work, Suhaila has done so much work on the family.
Oh.
And she's a theatre person, she's a theatre actress, she's done OTT platforms, she's
Ah.
done Arya, she's done Family Man. कितनी फिल्में की हैं उसने?
Ah.
She got her first break in Paramveer Chakra, the
Correct.
first Somnath Sharma's sister's role.
Mm.
Chetan Saab was the first one who broke that rule.
Mhm.
He said,
Wow.
Nanni, her name is Nanni, Nanni, kaam kar.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She wrote the lyrics for a musical that Shekhar Kapoor did for the Dubai festival.
Ah.
They made a musical called Why, that the main theme song by A.R. Rahman. The main lyrics is Suhaila Kapoor.
Sohaila Kapoor. Wow.
Yeah, she's very famous now.
Ah.
And she's a good actress.
Hmm.
Choti behan hai meri.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's how the legacy is being taken forward.
Yeah, but I say it's not just, you see, what we pour into others.
Hmm.
You know, right now I'm collecting young people.
Hmm.
You know.
I think that makes sense, and I would say कि लोग इतना मतलब ऐसे कहते हैं ना कि nepotism बहुत हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, but having a conversation with you, what I understand is it's Navketan is quite, I would say, wide open-handed for people, and it is accepting new people, new coming, newcomers, and it is always giving them an opportunity to showcase their talent.
Yeah.
Which is, I would say, in a sense, very unique in itself, and that is, I would say, a real legend.
They kept giving breaks. You know, just let's look at only the film Hakikat.
Mhm.
It gave a break to Sanjay Khan.
Mhm.
It gave a break to Sudhir.
Mhm.
It gave a break to McMohan.
Mhm.
It gave a break to Ravi Khanna, who was a fight master, whose assistant was Veeru Devgan, Ajay Devgan's father.
Mhm.
It gave a break to some M.S. Satyu, who became a big filmmaker and an art director in his own
Wow.
right. It gave a break to a comedian called Funny. There was a little comedian called V. Gopal.
Mm.
Hello? Just one film.
Wow.
We gave a break to Jaydev.
Wow.
Gave a break to Ali Akbar Khan as a music director in Andhiya. Gave a break to Ravi Shankar. Neecha Nagar.
Neecha Nagar.
Dialogues of Neecha Nagar was K.A. Abbas, the great K.A. Abbas. There were people who valued like Dil Bante Moa. Bolo na karo, Anand believe in that.
And that's why I think इनकी जो upcoming है, upcoming अभी आपके कौन-कौन से projects हैं?
अभी एक तो ये देव साहब की ट्रिब्यूट सीरीज कर रहा हूँ मैं, उसको मैं बनाऊंगा. देन आई विल डेफिनेटली मेक पेट्रोल पंप, which original title was Sune Raste, so I'll decide what to call it at the right time.
Okay.
Whatever is more attractive at the moment.
Mhm.
And because that's a subject that must be made. It's very, very beautiful. It's a very heavy story. And then I have a pet subject, which is my Akhri Khat and my Masoom, which means my hero is just a 9-year-old boy. The title of the film is The Magic Mantra.
The Magic Mantra.
It's a 9-year boy who finds the magic mantra of life.
9 years old.
9 years old, Dabam Maduchi.
Wow. So, are you trying to show your
I am
younger
giving you what the Vedas have given you in an entertaining way.
Wow.
Through the eyes of a child.
Wow.
9-year-old boy, that's my hero.
Wow. That's great.
And the magic mantra is not something you've heard of. Yamam Maduchi Mojinde. I
And
create a
from-
character called Sab Kuch.
And from where have you got those lines?
They
Yourself.
come out of me. Yeah. It's my story, in a way.
In a way, it's yours.
It's my spiritual journey.
Oh, wow. That's great to know. So, with this, I think we had a very wonderful, inspiring conversation with you. Knowing you in depth, knowing Navketan in depth, knowing the Anand family in depth. So, with this, I would like you also to say your last words, maybe to the audience, how they should look towards life or towards, say, if there is a filmmaker, how they should look into producing better movie for the society. If my audience is, suppose, anyone who is willing to pursue something like in their life, how they should look forward and get into that life.
See,
How-
live
what
live
needs to be
totally
changed?
in whatever you're doing, whether it's storytelling, whether it's doing creative thing, whether you're painting, whether you're whatever it is, be total in whatever you're doing. And live life. Live it like a dance. It is a dance. It's a celebration unto itself. I know it looks like a horror story all the time, but we want to make it like that. You know why?
Correct.
Learn to live, learn to give. And I will quote Osho here.
Mhm.
Because he used to say some very wise words once in a while.
Please, if you could say those
He
words.
says, life is not a puzzle to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. How beautiful.
Wow.
Just live it. Be surprised at every corner. अच्छा, ऐसा भी होता है क्या? Huh? What's wrong with that?
But with this
And
अच्छा
with it,
ये भी ऐसा
horror is
होता है
also
क्या?
that तो भाग साले भाग, पर निकलना यार. You don't want a snake coming after you, so you've got to be aware of both the things, ना?
But I think अच्छा ऐसा भी होता है क्या वाला तो I would say that people nowadays are too much into it. अच्छा ऐसा भी होता है क्या करके like everybody is getting into what others are doing and not they're not
No, you see, listen,
अपने काम को
don't
छोड़
be
के लोग वो
so
देख रहे
busy
हैं.
trying to learn about somebody else. That person is already you in another way.
Correct.
You're already that person. Why are you criticizing? You're criticizing somebody, you're criticizing yourself.
Correct.
Nanak dukhiya sab sansar. What does that mean? The world is full of sorrow. Why? Go into the cause of sorrow. Buddha. Buddha didn't go out to look for God.
Correct.
His search was कि दुख है.
Mhm.
क्यों है? Why do you have sorrow? You know? So that is the question.
Correct.
The cause of sorrow you'll find ultimately lies in yourself. It does not lie in anybody else.
Correct.
You can't be my misery. You're my misery because I want to make it so.
And I think first thing is that you should accept that there is pain, and only when you accept when there is a pain, then you will try to look for why there is that pain.
Then you go beneath
And
the
then
pain.
you go beneath the
behind
way
the pain.
and-
That's what
Yeah,
Vipassana
correct.
is all about.
Correct, correct. And that's where I have learned it all from. That
Yeah.
you need to understand and first create that awareness, and then you have to go about that awareness.
And then you
searching on
follow
what-
the Four Noble Truths that they give you. You know?
Correct, correct.
First, you accept that there is sorrow.
Yeah.
Then you say that let us find that is there a cause? Yes, there is a cause for sorrow. Then fourth is what is the cause of sorrow?
Correct.
Is there a way out of sorrow? Vipassana karo. So
Correct. And then when you reach to the depth, you actually realize it's not worth, staying in that sorrow. You are the one creating it. That's how you come out of it.
if you reach to the depth, you disappear, and only what is life remains.
Correct.
Tu gela.
इस कन्वर्सेशन के बाद हमें ये समझ में आई कि आनंद फैमिली हैज नॉट ओनली जस्ट गिवन अस क्रिएटेड मूवीज फॉर एंटरटेनमेंट बट इट हैज shown the real meaning of emotions, and it was wonderful talking to you in a conversation where you have given a nice blend of art and awareness along with your intellect and spirituality. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Love and peace.
Love and peace.